Hey, welcome back to Matt again. My name is Rampage, and this is just going to be a video talking about Homefront. I totally forgot what the name of the game was. Homefront: The Revolution. And talking about the performance of the game, right? Now, I'm not going to make a review as of right now or, in the next week or whatever, because I did get a review copy. So I'm obliged to do so at some point, but I don't want to review a game that is in this current state. That's basically like me going ahead and reviewing Batman Arkham Knight on PC. It is utterly broken. I don't want to play a broken game. I don't want to enjoy a broken game because I can't. I can't enjoy broken things and I can't enjoy broken games. So, with that said, I do want to go through the forums of the game. So that's the Steam forum, the actual website forum. But for some reason, the website forum links to for PC. It links to the Steam forums, which is a bit weird. So anyway, let's start recording here. So basically, on the Steam forum, we have an actual post by DSDB Craig Turner, which states abnormal performance on high-end hardware. So they are aware of this problem. And underneath this, we have another one that's having issues. Try these first. I will go through that. It's a very strange thread, but basically we have a possible solution for better performance, blah 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 blah. That fix does not work for me at all, so nice try. People saying stuff like, if the minimum specs is this or the recommended specs is this, why the hell can't I run the game? Or I'm having problems, can't run the game, patch the game, I can't play, stuff like this. Now if we go to the next one, which is the technical support forum, we have things like Flinders Seekers bugged, unable to continue, game-breaking bug in Ashgate, random crashes, get stuck in download, all of these kind of things. Now, there are a lot of threads on here in relation to performance as well. So, the game is really, really laggy and nobody is having a good time. If I go here, which is basically me typing in refund and seeing how many posts there are, if I just scroll down, there's so many references to people wanting refunds over this game that it is pretty sickening. Now, I say sickening is because the developer tried to undermine the consumer. This is my opinion about the topic, right? It appears that the developer tried to undermine the consumer into thinking that the game is perfectly fine or in a working state because they never bothered to tell us beforehand. Now, obviously, they're not going to tell us on release that, oh, hey, we have this game, it runs like shit, but we plan to fix it, please still buy our game. There's nobody that's going to support that. There's nobody in the world probably that will buy a game after the developer tells you that it runs like shit. So, after, I think it was on the 19th of May, Australian time, the developers released that, this article here. It says May 20th, but I think it was May 19th for me, or when I saw it, or whatever. I don't know, whatever. But basically, I'll read this thread out. Abnormal performance on high-end hardware. We are listening to all the feedback and issues being reported. We are working hard on further optimizations and fixes that will be available in upcoming patches. In order to do that, we appreciate your help. We understand that some users with high-end PCs are experiencing abnormal performance issues. Naturally, PC specs differ greatly, and we try and offer a consistent experience for all users. With that in mind, we are looking for your help to try and solve some of the issues we are seeing. Hold on a minute. So you're trying to state here that PC specs differ greatly, and you're going to try to offer a consistent experience for all users? What? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever, because you're basically stating that PC specs are the problem, when that isn't the problem at all, developer. The problem is the fact that you set a really low minimum spec and a really relative weird recommended spec. So a lot of people, like myself, thought that I could fucking run this game without any problems. Because, having an i5-2500K clocked at 4.2 gigahertz is well above the recommended spec on that CPU, which is the exact same CPU, except mine's overclocked. And I've got more RAM than what is required. I've also got a better GPU that's required, which is a GTX 980. I also have a GTX 770 as a dedicated physics card. And that does fuck all. It absolutely does nothing. Well, the game, yeah, I'll put up some gameplay with the MSI Afterburner sort of, or River Tuner overlay as well. So I've got like the CPU, the frame rate, the GPU performance, all that sort of stuff. So you can, make this video full screen and check that out. But basically, they try to say that they are aware of the problems. That's the most annoying thing about developers these days, right? They go, we're aware of these problems and we're trying to fix them and, we'll patch them in an upcoming update and patch. Like, fucking what? Dude, this game ran like garbage during the beta. And you're trying to sit there and tell us that you're aware of the problems and you're going to fix them. You should have been aware of this shit before the beta released. Before the public beta, or the closed beta, whichever one it was released to any public. But you didn't. Apparently you didn't know that the game ran like garbage before you gave it to the public. And not only that, the game still, on release, runs like garbage. And you're expecting people to be you're expecting people to have sympathy for you. No, that's not how that works. If you've had 2 chances to fix your fucking game, that's alpha, beta, well, technically 3, pre-release, and now release, so 4, you can go fuck a donkey, mate. No, I'm not going to have any sympathy for a developer that does not optimize their games on PC or even console, for fuck's sake. This is utterly pathetic. And I've stated this before in a previous fucking video that this is happening on PC where developers don't optimize shit. And on that video, I had countless amount of people saying, I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is another clear fucking example. Now, if you're going to sit there and state, oh, it's just because the developer tried to use CryEngine. Yeah, I'm aware that CryEngine fucking sucks in terms of the optimizations put in place, but still, the game should still function on fucking low. But it doesn't. It stutters across the board on every fucking platform. That is when you know for a fact that the developer, 1, does not give a flying fuck about the community, and 2, did not give a flying fuck about the game itself. So yeah, you can get fucked, developer. Even though I did get a review copy, I'm still pissed off. Why? Because I did enjoy Homefront, the original. I did like that game, and I did like the story. Now, I was probably one of a handful of people that actually liked the game, but still, the game was different. The enemy was different, the story was different, and overall just different. So that's the reason why I enjoyed that game. And the funny thing is that the exact same thing is happening with this new version of the game, right? With Homefront, the original. On release, the game on PC ran like garbage. It absolutely ran like shit. But, after a month or whatever, the game ran fine. I could I could play it perfectly. The same fucking thing is happening with this game, where the game runs like shit during the beta. It runs like shit on launch. Oh wait, it might run better after the developer tries to patch the game, right? Now, I'm sick and tired of waiting for developers to fix their fucking bullshit, because they should be fixing it during alpha, during beta, and during pre-release. The consumer should not be waiting for a developer to fix their fucking game after launch. That's not how it works. It has never worked like that in the past. If a game was like this, right? If you bought an N64 game that, came on a physical cartridge, put it in your Nintendo 64, and it ran like absolute dick, and do you expect the developer to be, sorry, we made a shitty game, or there was no way to fix the game? So what would they do at that point? The developer either went bust, or they just sort of went, oh, this game's shit, don't ever buy this game. So, like, if there, I don't know where I was going with that idea, but basically what I'm thinking of, if you had a cartridge, stuck it in your N64, and the game ran like shit, but then for whatever reason Nintendo brought out this idea of storage media where you could actually plug in at the front and have, or I don't know, download a patch or something like that, plug it in the front, and then it would load off of that as well, and add code and shit, or optimization code to make the game function a little bit better. If that was a thing, then sure, that would still happen after launch, but it would happen very fucking quickly. It would either happen at the same time the game launched or slightly after the game launched. But in this case, because we live in a digital age, we are relying on developers to have this idea of, okay, we have a set time period to release the game, but then we also have this small time period after the game is released to fix the fucking shit out of it before people disown it and never buy it or even, remotely talk about it, right? You have 2 weeks before everyone stops playing this game. So I just can't understand why 2 weeks? Because if a game is bad, there is only a 2-week period that I've seen myself where people actually care about it. After that, nobody cares. Nobody cares after that point, right? The same thing happened with Batman Arkham Knight, right? Where the developer was like, oh yeah, we'll fix stuff. A month later, oh yeah, we'll fix stuff. We'll bring out a patch in, next month. We'll bring out another patch next month to fix this other shit we never bothered to fix. And lo and behold, they never actually bothered to fix the game. The game still runs like shit. But anyway, I'll go to this other thread here by the same guy. Having issues? Try these first. Do you have the latest video card driver? Go download it. You fucking idiot. Restart your machine. Restart Steam. Check your graphics settings. I'm sorry, but that's just ridiculous. Any PC gamer that experiences any kind of stuttering would fucking lower the settings. Are you stupid? Oh, but some people, alright, sure. But this shouldn't be a fact. This shouldn't be an FAQ at all. This is just general knowledge of what to do if a game runs like fucking shit. Like, check your graphical settings. Okay, super sampling, if you're setting that anything above 1, I don't even know why 1 is a setting, just no. Or honestly don't know why super sampling is even a thing. It basically doubles the resolution. Basically like dynamic super resolution for NVIDIA cards, but instead of upping the actual scale of the resolution, it updates the scale of the resolution and also the in-game quality, I think, as well, in terms of the actual text resolution. I don't know, it's something like that. Or check if you're running in borderless windowed mode. Well, if the game runs default to full screen, you can assume that people aren't running in borderless windowed mode. So yeah, PS4 support. We also have broken missions. We also have can't play last mission, the worst bugs in the game. I'm not going to go into that. Frame rate issues. The right kind of skull missing. I don't know what that means. Loading screen crash. Game problems. Game not playable because lag. Mission broken. Frame rate problem. Post day 1 patch. Game issues detailed for PS4. Issues in the game, please address. Xbox One has the exact same thing. Ashgate broken, Xbox One. Loading issue. Can't detonate remote explosives. I've never seen that issue, but that's interesting. Ashgate yellow zone bugged. Performance update. Game breaking bug. You get the idea. It's fucked across the board. Dude, fix your game. And just... The only thing that they could do to make me want to, be like, oh yeah, this game's cool, go out and buy it, or even remotely recommend it to anyone, is keep up the communication within the community, either Facebook, Twitter, the forums, you've got Steam, you've got the PS4 forum, you've got the Xbox One forum, you've also got the official Xbox and PS4 forums on the Sony website, or the PlayStation and Xbox website, or Microsoft website, wherever they are. right? You've got these official places to let people know what you're doing and when you plan to fix it. But you've done fuck all about it. You know, this post about the abnormal performance was posted like 2 days ago. And they haven't done anything. They've been like, yeah, well, you know, you can send us your DX diag and, you know, we'll try and get this shit sorted. But what I find also really strange is that they also mention, you know, for example, if you are experiencing abnormally low frame rates on high-end hardware, for example, a GTX 980 and an Intel i7, please first follow the guidelines on having issues. Pinned post. That is not helpful at all, right? So I don't really understand why they even bothered. But anyway, my name is Rampage. Please let me know what your experience has been like with Homefront the Revolution, whether you plan to buy the game, whether you even care about the game at this point. Because me personally, I got a review copy. I ended up benchmarking the game on my other channel, so you can check that out somewhere on the screen. But I don't want to review a broken game. I don't want to give the developer a chance. Well, actually, I do want to give the developer a chance to win me back, because at this point, it'd be a 2. Straight up, a fucking 2. I can't even play the game. I haven't even played more than an hour of the game. So, I'm not going to give it a score above 5, am I? So, yeah, whatever. Anyway, see you guys next time. Peace out.